Hi, everybody, and welcome to this installment of Something Suddenly Came Up, a retro review. As always, the Groovy Granny is here, and I'm her kid sis, Leann. And today we're talking about a subject we can all get behind, and that's the hottest guys from 1970s TV shows.
Yes.
All
Speaking
right.
of behinds, teasing, I'm teasing. It's a lovely
I was
topic.
gonna say, I almost went another direction. I was like, yeah. Gosh, we're off to a great start. Yeah, apparently this one isn't for the kids.
I enjoyed the research on this one.
Oh gosh. Yeah, this was not a hard one to come up with, really. The jokes are getting worse. They're getting worse.
I
Anyway.
know. It's just going further and further down the ladder.
I know.
Oh dear.
Okay, so your number five hottest guy from 70s TV.
Well, my number five, I kind of started off with cute, and there's a
Okay.
difference. You know what I mean?
And this is subjective. So you
Yeah.
might pick somebody that, yeah, whatever. It's
This
your
is
opinion.
totally opinions. Everybody has
Of
one.
course.
Let's celebrate that.
Oh, yes, please.
So my number five is the adorable John Ritter.
Oh, of course.
Jack Tripper from Three's
Oh,
Company. He is so cute. And when you're funny and you are cute at the same time, what a wonderful combination that is.
and you know what? Now that I'm this age, he's cuter to me.
Yeah, same. There are very much people that are cuter. I'll give an example later on. But
Mhm.
again, I like juggled who I thought was cute back then and who
Uh-huh.
I think is cute now. And
Yeah,
it's different.
that's true.
It's definitely different.
That is true. That is very true. Oh, he
But
has a definite answer. He's the whole package. He's funny, cute. He is the physical comedy. And I think he can do like we saw this later past the 70s, but he could do a little bit of drama when he needed to. He's got a good range for
what was
sure.
that movie he was in, Sling Blade, with Billy Bob Thornton?
Yes, he sure
He
was.
might have even been, was he nominated for an Oscar
He
for that?
may have been, but you're right. He was quite good in that.
He
You're
was good
right.
in
I forgot about that. Oh
that.
my gosh. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Oh my
He's
gosh.
just one of those people that stays,
He's
endeared to
endearing.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
endearing for
and
sure.
like the character of Jack Tripper was very endearing as well, which always helps. And again, I always say we don't know these people personally.
Oh, of course not.
That's what I always try to
This is
help
opinion.
remember, that the
Yeah,
characters they play are not necessarily who they
right,
were. And
right.
I think people confuse that sometimes.
Yeah,
It's so easy to do
right,
to get that mixed up. But
right.
I
And
think he was a genuinely nice guy, even in person.
I feel like so too. We definitely lost him too early. That's for
Way
sure.
too early. What a
Yeah,
weird and quirky thing that happened to him
right.
at such a
So.
young age. Was that like his aorta burst or
Something
something,
like
right?
that. And he was having another successful TV show at that time that was
Yes, he
really
was.
had quite a bit of popularity. Yeah, no, he's a great pick. I'm a little sorry I didn't pick him now. Darn it. Well, my number five, I think any 70s gal might have him on their list. Now, again, it's subjective, but when I was, and we always, all things go back to watching TV with our mom and her best friend Liz, because we
Mhm.
always saw a lot of shows, possibly things we shouldn't have seen. I don't know, but really by today's standards, very tame. Um,
Oh,
and I'm picking David Soul from Starsky and
oh,
Hutch.
yes.
He was very much, Liz, if you're watching, she liked David Soul very much. He was kind of the hot blonde of the duo on that show. He could sing.
Hmm.
He really, and he's definitely could, is a more of a dramatic actor if you watch Starsky and Hutch, although it's a bit campy as well.
Yeah.
And I remember an episode of Starsky and Hutch with David Soul, and being so young, again, probably not the most appropriate thing to watch, but his character of Ken Hutchinson, Hutch, he
Hmm.
got taken by the bad guy and given drugs against his
I
will.
remember that one
And
so
he was
well.
roaming the streets out of his mind. And as a little kid, I was like, I will never do drugs. That was the scariest thing to me. And Starsky's looking for him, and even Huggy Bear's looking for him. And I was
Yes.
like, this is scary. Drugs are bad. But
Yeah.
anyway, such a fun, good show. And David Soul, yeah, the ladies at the time were like, he was a hunk.
Yes, he was. And I actually liked Michael Paul Glazier as well.
Oh, girl, I haven't gotten there yet, but Paul Michael Glazer, I mean, as much as I like
Did I say it
Hutch,
wrong? Paul
it's,
Michael
I think
Glazier,
it's Paul Michael Glazer.
not Michael.
And I loved, even when I was a little girl, I loved Starsky. I'm just gonna throw it out there. He's on my list, my number three.
Oh,
Because
sorry.
no, but
I do
I
that
just
to you
don't
every
want to
time.
I just don't want to cover, I don't want to later repeat myself, but I have to say what I love about him is he's funny. Like he was
Yeah.
always kind of funny and witty and gung ho. He was the one that always just plowed it. His character, I should say. I've never met the man, but again, endearing because he could be funny, and I like that a lot. But he was my
Yeah.
number three. But yeah, so if you're new to this, go back, you guys, look up Starsky and Hutch. It's an Aaron Spelling cop
Yes.
drama, right? And but it's cool. It's a buddy show. It's got some funny things. It's like Charlie's Angels, where there's a couple laughs, there's
And they
friendship.
drove a very cool like Gran Torino or
Oh,
something.
yes,
I
yes.
forget what color it was. Was it
It's
orange?
like tomato orangey red with a
Okay.
white racing stripe. And David Starsky always scoots across the hood and hops in. I
That's
loved that. I had a little matchbox of it.
right.
Yeah.
I love that show. I don't
Uh,
remember what day of the
Such a
week
good
that was on,
show.
though.
I don't know either, but I know we watched it with Mom and Liz, so we may have seen it in reruns. But
It might have
I
been
know,
on Friday nights.
yeah, Liz was a big Ken Hutchinson. She was a Hutch girl, but yeah. Anyway,
Good choice. Good
yeah.
choice.
So number four for you.
Well, my number four is Randolph Mantooth.
Oh, girl, emergency.
Honey Gage from Emergency.
Mhm.
Speaking of Liz, Liz and I both loved Johnny
Uh-huh.
Gage. He was a character a little bit like John Ritter, kind of endearing. He
Mhm.
very much wanted to be a ladies' man, but
Yeah,
he always fell just a little bit short of
right,
it.
right. But a
But
handsome guy for sure.
very handsome
Yeah.
guy, very handsome
Yeah,
guy.
Randolph Mantooth. You would see him a little later on, like, I feel like soap operas. Wasn't he on a couple of the
Was on a
soaps
soap opera, but
later?
I don't know which one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Uh,
really sad because they tried to bring him on to Dallas.
oh, did they?
He was
Yeah.
going to try to be a new love interest for Victoria Principal, but they
Oh,
kind of made him like a goofball character.
gosh.
Yeah,
That's
he
not
was like
him.
no, and
Yeah.
he was playing very much like a rednecky kind of guy. Sorry, people who would be offended by that. I didn't mean it, but
Sorry, rednecks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I know. But I think yeah, Randolph Mantooth was now we have a little like real life trivia about Emergency. You say it because you'll remember more than me because I was only I think five, 4 or 5.
what was
But
it?
didn't we see Emergency being filmed on our cross country trip to California that time?
No,
What did we see being filmed?
I think it was Gentle Ben.
Oh, geez. Well, that's
It
anticlimactic.
was
Sorry, y'all.
the one that we saw, wasn't it in one of the not Yellowstone, what's the one further
Yeah,
out there?
yeah. It's
Oh, it's the California.
Yosemite. Yosemite?
No,
Yeah.
I have it backwards.
Okay.
I don't know. It was one of those.
Oh man, now I'm a little disappointed. No offense, Gentle Ben, but I
I wish
really
we had
thought it
seen
was
Emergency
I
being
thought it was
filmed.
Emergency. Oh
Yeah, that
man.
would have I would have done some backflips for that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
here's one instance where that's who I liked when I was young.
Right.
When I watch it back now, it's Roy DeSoto that I feel like
Really
I like
interesting.
better.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Played by Kevin Ty. Isn't that how you said his
yes,
last name? Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And I remember there's a fella on the show that always reminded us of Uncle Phil at the
Oh,
time. He had the
yeah.
curls with the big mustache. I don't know his name.
Died recently.
Hmm. And of course, we have we do a little family story about it because again, another one we used to watch with our mom and her friend. And I remember I would play a little game where I would be Dixie the nurse, and our grandma would be in the waiting area waiting to get treated by Dixie. And so I played Dixie, and she would play Mrs. Snootnagel, just a name she
Oh,
made
of
up.
course.
And
Yeah.
she would be knitting out in the waiting room, and I would come out to meet her. But that's how much we liked Emergency at our house, that I played Dixie the nurse.
I also used to think Kelly Brackett was an attractive man, the one who played Dr. Brackett.
Oh, yes. He's the dark-haired one, right?
Robert Fuller. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And then in real life, the lady, Julie London, that plays Dixie the nurse, she was married to the other guy, right? Bobby Troop, is that
Yeah.
his name? He
And
was
a
the other
couple of
doctor on
times,
the
I
show.
think twice, Bobby Troop's daughter was
Oh,
a guest star
oh,
on there.
nice.
And she later went on to marry Chip on My Three Sons.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And Bobby Troop and Julie London used to be like cabaret singers. That I
Oh,
think that's
yes,
how they
yes,
met.
yeah. This is for another show, but I saw an old episode of Tattletales and they were on together
Oh, they were on together.
because
Yeah.
they're a couple.
They
Yeah.
were married
So
couple,
yeah,
a
yeah,
legit married couple.
yes, yes. I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
Man
So
too.
good old Emergency. That was another one of our standards that we
That
always
was
watched.
definitely a standard for us to watch.
Yeah.
My number four, really, the first time I probably laid eyes on him, he was on a TV show in the 60s, which would have been a little bit before my time, but definitely in reruns. And he was in a few Elvis movies playing kind of like a sidekick. I've always thought he was so cute and such a great leading guy. Is Bill Bixby.
Oh, I love
He
Bill
was he
Bixby.
was in The Courtship of Eddie's Father, but that went from the 60s into the 70s. And then of course The Incredible Hulk. He played Dr. David Banner, and that was late 70s. But I always love Bill Bixby. And I always like to hear stories where they call him Bix.
Really?
Like, yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, I actually first watched him on My Favorite Martian.
Oh yes, with Ray
That was a
Wilson. Yeah,
60.
that
Yeah,
was
that
yeah,
was
he
the
was
60
young in that.
show. And then you're right,
Mhm.
Courtship and then Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk always made me cry, which
Oh
seems
my
so
God,
funny.
that
But at the
ending.
end, when he's so lonely and they're playing that music and he's
It's like
having
dun
to move
dun
on,
dun dun, and you're like, oh, I know. I
mm,
felt it in
oh,
my gut as a little
so
kid too.
sad. You feel
Uh-huh.
so bad for him.
And once in a while, he would find love, and then he had to go.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so true. It's
Yeah. But you're right. He was great in the Elvis movies. He
he
was in, I
was.
think, two or three
He always
even,
played a little
maybe.
bit of a cad with the
He
ladies.
did.
Like he was just the
He
guy who
did.
was a little bit of a jerk, or the guy he had to race against. And Elvis, of course, is the cool guy. And
And I think it was always when he was with Shelley Fabre
yeah,
as
I
well.
love that Shelley.
Those
I
are my
love
favorite ones,
those
except
Elvis
maybe
movies.
Anne Margaret.
Yeah, those Elvis movies with Shelley Fabre. I love her. Love her. But yeah, I love
Oh,
Bill Bixby. And it's interesting, and I might be misquoting, so correct me, but he was on, there was a young guy, he played on Little House on the Prairie, and his name is Patrick Laberto.
oh
And
yeah.
he talks, he has a show he calls it the Patrick Labber Show, in fact.
Oh, how
And
cute.
he was talking about guest starring, I want to say, on The Incredible Hulk. And again, correct me, Patrick Laberto, if I'm incorrect, but I'm recounting his story. But he said um, he had, or maybe it was a different show. But anyway, he guest starred as a young child. And then years later, as an adult, he was on something. And
He was on NCI or JAG.
something that Bill Bixby had like walked through the set, and Patrick Laberto's like, he'll never remember me. And Bill Bixby was like, you were a kid on a show and I played your dad or your whatever. But he said he was so nice and he still remembered him. And he's just such a cool stand-up type of guy. And
Aw.
I was like, I like to hear that. That's cool. But anyway, so hot 70s guy, number four for me, Bill Bixby.
I love that you selected him. He's
Yeah.
fun to remember.
Yeah.
I really liked everything he was in.
Same, same. He's a solid actor. He's a solid actor.
Yes, yes. And he could be funny. He was funny
Yes,
on My Favorite Martian for
right.
sure.
For sure. Definitely. Definitely.
Well, my
Okay.
number three is Patrick Duffy.
Oh,
We
of
spoke
course.
about him a little bit when we were talking about Victoria Principal
Yeah.
in our last, when we did the beautiful actresses.
Right.
And
Right.
Oh my goodness, what a hunk.
Yeah, he was
She
definitely the hunk of Dallas for sure. No offense to Larry Hagman, but I wouldn't count Larry Hagman as a hunk, but Patrick Duffy, yes.
Oh, yes. The only one that I thought, so I would always put Patrick Duffy and
Mhm.
Steve Canale, who played Ray
Mhm.
Krebs, sort of side by side.
Mhm.
And I liked the aura of Steve Canale's character, Ray
Right,
Krebs.
right.
But
He's more of a
Bobby was
working
just,
man.
yeah, the working man that you could depend on. And
Right.
Bobby, of course, was kind of everything that you would want in a man, really, basically. Now, I don't know about Patrick Duffy himself.
Yes,
Again, the
yes, yes.
character that I'm
Yeah.
taking all this from,
Right,
but I
right.
know Patrick Duffy was married to his wife until she passed away, more recently, and now he dates Linda Pearl.
I love that. Now,
Yeah.
David Pearl will be spoken about on our episodes of those kids' movies that told us what not to do.
Oh,
He was
yes.
in a couple of those for sure.
Yes,
Those
she was.
kids'
She's had a
movies that.
longevity career for sure.
Mhm. And she was on Happy Days for a bit,
Yes,
but
she was.
last season she settled Fonzie down.
And she was Andy Griffith's daughter on Matlock.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
on
cool.
just season 1 and 2, I think, and then
Who
for whatever reason she left.
who was Linda Pearl married to very briefly? Was it Desi Arnaz Jr. or was it, or do I have someone else mixed up?
Oh gosh, I
Was
think
it
it might be
right?
Desi Arnaz Jr. Yeah.
Mhm.
Kay Lenz was
Maybe
married,
that's who I'm thinking of.
or was she married to David Cassidy?
All right, somebody at home, mention in the
Okay.
comments.
Yeah.
Who are we thinking of? Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, they're both so much older now, but they look very cute
They
together,
do. Yeah, yeah. I can. Oh, there. That would definitely be a cute pairing.
But he had a great body. They always showed him in the pool.
They did. And more into the 80s, but he was one of those ones that segued into those mini series. I
Yeah.
remember he was in a Danielle Steele one called Daddy with Linda Carter.
Oh,
They
I
were a
do
handsome
remember
pairing.
that one.
They were a
Yeah.
handsome pairing.
Gorgeous pair. I always thought
Yeah.
when I first started watching Dallas, I thought Patrick Duffy was short. I don't
Um,
know why. But then I realized, especially when you see him beside Linda Carter, I think he was like 6'1",
oh, okay.
which surprised me in a way.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess all those characters, all the men were taller than I thought
Yeah.
because they were all around the same height, it felt like.
Yeah. Hmm.
That was a great show, and
That's
he
a
was a
great
hunk
show
to look at for
for
sure.
sure. Definitely. My number three hunk has already been mentioned, and that's Paul Michael Glazer, who is Lieutenant David Starsky on Starsky and Hutch. So yeah, enough said. But I will say I'm not really big on remakes. They did a remake with Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller that was a little more on the comedic side, and I actually enjoyed it. A movie of Starsky and Hutch, and at the very end, they come outside, and there by the car is the real Starsky and Hutch. And David Soul, Paul Michael Glazer has that like Letterman's jacket that Dave Starsky sometimes wear. Oh no, David Soul has Letterman's jacket, and Starsky has that like sweater, like the fisherman
Yes, I
sweater.
totally do.
And I was
Yes.
like, sign me up.
Now, was
But
David
yeah.
Soul in his wheelchair at that
No, no,
time?
no, not at that time.
Good.
They were older,
Okay.
but it was
Yeah.
cool. It was cool. So
Yeah.
yeah. And Paul Michael Glaser, bless his heart, does a lot for pediatric AIDS because he lost his wife and a child back before they knew to test blood that they were donating. He
Yes.
was in the
Yes.
hospital having a baby and got a blood transfusion. And he's
Horrible,
gonna, yeah, that's
horrible thing that
terrible.
happened
God
to him.
bless her. God bless their whole family. But
Yeah.
he's a huge proponent for pediatric AIDS, Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Charity.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just think he's the best.
Yeah, and I don't remember seeing him on much after that. Do
You,
you?
yeah, I don't think so. I think he
I don't know if it was
directs.
from the tragedy of what happened that sort of.
Maybe so. I don't know. I think I could be wrong, but I think he directs, and I know he is big in the arts, like painting, arts.
Okay.
So yeah, but what a great actor! I always thought he was so good, and again, so appealing because he has that range. He can be sensitive or funny. I was like that Dave Starsky was funny, and then he was just like full steam gung ho. I
Yeah.
just thought that was
They
funny.
were a good foil for each
They
other, I
were. They were. It was a cute
yeah.
show. It was definitely
Yeah.
a
It
cute
was a
show.
very good show. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right. Number
What am
two.
I on?
I
Number
think you're on
2?
two. Yeah.
Well, my number 2 might seem odd that at a young age,
Danny DeVito?
Danny
I was kidding. No, Danny DeVito,
DeVito,
you're
I
very
love you.
cute. You're very cute, Danny DeVito. And it's all subjective. I'm just thinking of who would think I would find unusual, but I think he's adorable. Anyway, go ahead.
But this was an older actor
Mhm.
that even as a young girl, there, when you're young and you like see an appealing person when you're watching them, their character is appealing. I don't know, you do get little crushes on them. So
Of
even as like,
course.
a young girl, 11,
Yeah.
12, I think I had a
Yeah.
big old crush on him.
Okay,
And
now I
that's
gotta
Mike
know.
Connors, who played
Oh,
Mannix.
Mannix. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, kids, look that one up. That's another cop show. Well, detective show, right? Was he a cop or
He
like a
was a
PI?
private detective.
Yeah, that was a big trend. The
Interestingly, when
PI.
the show first started, he was like
Mike Connors.
in
Yeah.
a weird, almost like spy agency. The
Yeah.
first season I don't like as much because
Yeah.
he's still with and that's when Robert Reed was on the show with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mr. Brady for you following
Mr.
along at
Brady.
home.
Yes, Mr. Brady. Um,
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
but then
I,
he became a private detective.
yeah, I can certainly picture him. A thick head of dark hair, and he's got a very take charge kind of man's man kind of
Yeah,
way
a
about him. Yeah.
man's man, definitely
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
man's man for
Yeah.
sure. And the show, I just love the show so much.
Yeah. Oh,
I
cool.
know.
Cool.
He was like a very I guess well-known college athlete. I think he was a
Oh,
football player in
I didn't know
college.
that. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. My number two. Now, when I say this, some of you are going to be like, wait, he's 80s. Bear with me because he's not only 80s. He came around in the 70s, and that's hunky Mr. Tony Danza. He was on
Oh,
Taxi first, and then
yes,
most
it
people,
was.
maybe a little younger, know him from Who's the Boss fame. But he's
Yes.
just so sweet and
So
appealing. He
adorable.
plays that like every guy, and he always is like a little bit with the puppy dog eyes, you know.
Yeah.
But I love Tony Danza, and he always plays a good guy, right? On
Yes,
the
he
show.
does.
I don't know in real life
On
what
the
he's like.
show. We
Like
don't
you
know
said,
him
on
in
the
person,
show,
but
we don't
his
know.
character's
Right.
very cute. And I love that episode of Taxi where Bobby and Tony both kind of fall for this same girl, and she has to decide which one she's going to choose. And
Oh,
she
geez.
ends up choosing Bobby, but I'm like, are you nuts? I would be choosing Tony.
I know. No, please. But I do have to make a taxi side note, and that is as an adult now, I really find Judd Hirsch extremely appealing. There's
Oh,
just something about him as Alex Rieger. He's just such a he's wise and a little funny. He's that wry wit. I'm
yes.
like, that's a guy you could sit and chat with for a very long time. You know what I mean? He would keep you like engaged and interested. But I
Yes.
love Judd Hirsch. And
And
that's like I don't
smart.
yes, and smart. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. So,
and and tolerant.
yeah, yes, I guess so. He's around all the crew attacks, all this Jim and Louie, and yeah, 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 exactly, exactly. Oh my gosh,
Definitely the anchor of that show for
for
sure.
sure, definitely. And then he was so good. This would be 80s, but he had a show called Dear John.
Yeah,
And
I
that was a
remember that.
fun show with a good
Yeah,
ensemble cast. And I
it
think that
was.
went for quite a while. But yeah, I like Judd
And
Hirsch.
then
So
he went
that's
on
a
to do
side
like,
note.
was he on Law and Order or
Oh,
NYPD Blue? One of
yeah.
those.
And then much later, there was another sitcom they tried with him. And I think it did go for a couple years. I got to think of the name of that one. Someone can shout that out in the comments too, for sure. But
Yeah, he's been a
anyway,
successful actor.
he
No, no
is.
two
He's a
ways
good
about it.
actor.
It's hard to believe they're almost all of them, well, except Tony who and Mary Lou, but
Mhm.
they're in their 80s. Like it's so hard to cope with.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't
I
believe it. No.
know.
Where
I
did the
know.
time go?
It's so crazy. Well,
Um,
before I do my number one, I have to make a disclaimer. So there would be two young actors, entertainers that would have been on my list, but I omitted them because we had just talked about
Oh,
them.
I know who they are, but I know
So
who one of them is.
it would, of course, be David
Of
Cassidy and
course.
Donny Osmond. I
Yes.
mean, they were both
Both
on
on
shows
TV.
in the
Yeah.
70's
Hmm.
and both just very adorably
Yes.
handsome.
Oh, I can't deny that.
So that's the only reason they weren't on
Yeah,
there.
agreed. I even thought about that too. And I was like, yeah, we just talked about them. But yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. I wanted to get some different people in there a little bit.
yeah. Agreed.
So
Agreed.
my number one, I don't know if you know who he is. His name is Michael Onkeen.
Oh, sure. But I know him from movies, not TV.
Okay,
So
yeah.
enlighten me. What was he on TV?
He played Willie Gillis on The Rookies
Oh, okay. Okay. Is
with
that the show Kay Jackson was on?
Kate Jackson, George Sanford Brown, and
Got him.
Sam Melville, who
Yeah.
interestingly later he was married to Kate Jackson's character on The Rookies. And then later on, in the very first season of Charlie's Angels, he plays her husband, her ex-husband,
Oh, that's funny.
just in one of the episodes, and then another guy plays it later.
Okay,
Plays
because I was
later.
going to say I'm picturing a different guy that's kind of more balding, sort of. But yeah,
Yes,
must have
yeah,
been he did it in the first one. That's cute. I love how they did
yeah.
that. That's cool. That's cool.
Unless it was Scarecrow and Mrs. King, he was the ex-husband. I know she had an ex-husband on both of those shows,
Yeah, she sure
and
did.
I it was one of those that he played the
Oh, I
ex-husband.
love that. That's
I
cool.
know, we were
I
like,
can
"Oh,
picture him. He is cute. I can picture him for sure.
yeah, he was cute." But Willie, whoo,
Mm.
Willie was so adorable.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
goodness. And then some people may have known him from the show Twin Peaks.
Oh, was he on that show? Oh my
I think
gosh.
he was like the sheriff or the
Oh, okay.
something on that show, I think.
Yeah.
Am I mixing him up with someone else?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch that one. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
watch
didn't
Twin
either,
Peaks.
but
Yeah.
I knew he
Yeah.
was on that show. But yeah, he was in a lot of movies. Actually, one with Kate Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Well,
remember.
that's the one I'm thinking of. That's
Was it called
exact.
Making Love or
Yep.
something like
Yep.
that?
That's
Yeah,
the exact one I'm
yeah.
thinking of. Yeah. That's
It was a tumultuous
it was. Harry
relationship.
Hamlin was in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor Kate. Yeah. She had a
But
little
he just
trouble in
had
that
that
one.
adorable curly hair
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
a baby face almost. He
Yeah.
was
He is very handsome
so
guy.
adorable, and I
I would
loved his
not have
hair.
chose, I mean, I would not have guessed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, my number one, I don't think it's going to be a surprise to anybody. I really don't. I stood by it at 5. I stand by it at almost
Oh,
55. And
oh.
that is the adorable Mr. Henry Winkler, made more adorable by meeting him in person and finding out he is everything you want him to be and more.
Oh,
He is the nicest, loveliest human and so gracious about his talent. I literally said to the man, I met him at a Comic-Con, and I literally said to him, I just saw you in a Kevin James movie called Here Comes the Boom, and you stole the show. And he said, oh, but everybody was so good.
I
And it's
know.
like they were, but you stole the show. And he's like, oh, but they were good, right? And I'm like, they were so good. But
Oh,
such a nice man, still the cutest. I thought he was cute when I was 5, and I saw him, and I still concur. And again, being 55 almost, you go by also funny and a good talker, and he's a man that's a family man, a good man, and that's a guy that we do know in real life is also a good man. It's
yes.
cool, which is really cool.
He's
But
an NYU grad, right?
I'm not sure. Maybe so. Maybe so.
The or Juilliard.
Oh,
Is he Juilliard?
I'm not sure.
I know Robin Williams and Christopher Reeve were Juilliard, I think. Like,
Interesting.
I feel like he was either NYU or Juilliard,
Okay.
which proves he was on a track to be a serious actor,
Yeah.
probably, and he started out in the oh, what was the name of the movie? Sly Stallone was in it.
Lords of Flatbush. And if
Yes.
you guys want to know something, it's actually the first movie I ever saw in the theater. Mom and Liz, we're back to Mom and Liz. They wanted to see this movie so bad, but my pesky butt was with them, and they were like, "It's a late. We'll go to a late one. She'll sleep in the seats." Because I don't know how old I would have been, 4, 5. And I was laying in the seats, and all of a sudden I was like, the Fonz is in this movie. And I was like, huh. And he looks a little like the Fonz in the sense he's got
Yes.
a leather jacket and the ducktail. And he
Yeah.
wasn't being the Fonz. There was some shenanigans going on in this movie.
Yeah. So it
But
was Sly Stallone, him, and who else was in it?
Perry King from Riptide,
Oh, yes. I remember
another,
him.
I think that might be I'm not sure if that's another Aaron Spelling one or not. That might be Stephen J. Cannell, however you say his last
Oh,
name. I'm not
yes.
sure if those
Yes.
are together or separate. But Perry King was in it. And I don't really know. I didn't see the whole thing because once I woke up and started watching and they realized I was watching, we had to leave early.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
see, there was a lady in her slip, and then we had to go.
Oh. You know that exact same thing happened when I was little, but it was the movie Hotel.
Oh gosh.
And there was some sauciness happening,
Mom
and
and
I
Liz
was like,
never
"We have
learned
to
their
get out
lesson.
of here."
The two of us didn't miss a thing. But
Yeah,
yes,
there was no
Lords of
skipping through
Flatbush, it
that.
was called. Yes, you're right. And
But
it did have,
somehow I did make it through Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
okay. And they let you, and mom, they let you sit through
Yeah,
that.
and
Okay.
there's a lot of shooting and stuff in that.
Yeah,
Perhaps that's when I began to love Paul Newman.
it could be. It could be that set
A
you up right
positive
there.
there.
Yes. But yeah, you're right. Lords of Flatbush. Well, this
But
was, well, I'm going to mention a couple honorable mentions, if I may.
please,
So at the time, he was very big, as was his wife, and that's Lee Majors, the $6 million
yes,
man. Also a handsome guy, very popular at the time. And again, very caught the fascination of the public because we had Farrah on Charlie's Angels and him on the $6 million man, just tearing it up. This like kind of power couple. Only that's not really how, like we were talking about Battle of the Network Stars. We have Howard Cosell going, well, you get home in time to make Lee his supper. And she's like, oh
yeah,
gosh, I gotta go. Yeah. But but right, Rona Barrett's Hollywood, like that magazine. Oh boy, those
yes,
two, because they were quite the couple then. But Lee
yes, they
Majors,
were
very handsome and very 70s, classic 70s
very
guy,
much
right?
so. Yes,
Do you
I
have
had
an
an honorable
honorable?
mention too. I assume you may know who he is. Chad Everett,
Oh, sure. Medical center?
Medical Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another one where, he was an older guy. It was
Mhm.
around the same time as Mannix was on. So,
Yeah.
I was what, 11 or 12 probably,
Yeah.
but I loved that show, and he was like definitely the hero of that show. Now, I will
Right.
say, when I saw Chad Everett in things later on, I did not at all find him attractive. So,
Yeah.
it might have just been he aged badly, or I don't know. But at the time of Medical Center, I thought he was very attractive.
Yeah, I remember in like the blue eyes with the dark hair, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think, yeah.
Um,
It's been a long time since I've seen Medical Center. I don't think they
I
rerun
don't
that.
think they rerun that either. But wasn't he the secondary star? Who was the main, or was he the main star? Was there a
I think
main
you're
star?
thinking of the guy who's married to Barbara Streisand now.
James Brolin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who was he on with? There was a main guy.
Robert Young,
Yes, Marcus
Marcus
Welby.
Welby.
That's what I'm
Mhm.
thinking of. So
Yeah,
Medical Center Chad Everett headed up himself.
yes, he was the star.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it. I was thinking I can picture Chad Everett, but I was thinking he was a sidekick like Marcus Welby. Okay, got
yeah.
it. Um, my other honorable mention is Jim Rockford, and that's James Garner
Oh, I know.
in the
I love
Rockford
James
Files.
Garner.
Such a handsome guy. That show was, again, another favorite for mom and her bestie. I remember that show. And such an iconic theme song. The first
Yes.
couple beats of that comes on. I will not try to recreate it in any way, but the first couple beats of it comes on and you're like, ooh, Rockford Files is on.
I know.
That,
Another song that was like one of those 70s one hit wonders that you're like, why? I love that show. I like the theme song, but how did it make the 70s top 40? Like,
Oh yeah.
it's just an instrumental.
Maybe because it's yeah, it does elicit a feeling though. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
Rockford Files is on. Um, I have another one that I'm hoping is late 70's. I think late 70's, and that is Richard Hatch. He was on Battlestar Galactica,
Yeah.
which may have been 1980, so forgive me.
I
And I
think it was
know
the very tail end
I
of
think so
in
too.
79.
But really attractive guy, and that
Yeah.
very typical 70's hairstyle, parted down the middle, a little feathered
Yes.
back on the sides, the light eyes with the dark hair. And I remember him being in a mini series about the duo Jan and Dean. And he really was quite
Oh,
a good
yeah.
actor. And forgive me, but I can't remember which one of them got in the car accident and then had to go through a lot of like rehab and he was, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember which one either.
But Richard Hatch played that part very, very well, and I can that stands out. But what a handsome guy for sure.
Very handsome. Also reminds me of the oldest son on Eight is Enough.
Oh
I
yeah.
would mix them up sometimes because they felt
Hmm.
like they looked alike. I think his name was Grant Goodeve.
Grant Goodeve, right?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
I remember Grant Goodeve 100%. I'm so surprised he wasn't on more stuff after.
I was
And
too.
talented guy. Is he a singer too? Didn't he sing on the show once in a while? Or I think maybe
I'm
because
not
of
sure
him.
about that.
But yeah, he was very handsome dude.
Yeah.
Hmm, I don't
I
know.
also probably would have put Scott Baio in
Yeah,
my younger self.
yeah.
I know Scott Baio is not the most popular guy
Right,
around,
right. Yeah, yeah.
but he was
Well,
very popular and cute back at the in
right. You're thinking Chachi, not Scott Baio necessarily.
well,
Thinking Chachi Arcola, the Fonz's
he
cousin.
was kind of a big athletic-y kind of star on the
He,
Battle of the Network Stars.
oh, yes. Scott Baio was always on, very athletic. Linda Carter, of course, very athletic.
Yes.
And Christy McNichol, very
Yes.
athletic. And
Yes.
Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company, very athletic lady.
And one very unexpected was the girl who played Mary Ellen on the Waltons.
Oh,
Judy
those
Norton Taylor, she like would just kill everyone. Like
Those
she would
Waltons always turned up on everything in the 70's. In each show, there was always a spare Walton. Oh my gosh, yes. And always strange to me, but something to know is that Gabe Kaplan, easy for me to
yes.
say, Mr. Cotter was always a team captain.
He because he could run well.
Could
It's
run
like
well. Don't
yeah.
let his jokes fool you. He's a man of many talents. But
Yeah, I
him
can
and that
remember once
Robert Conrad were always the captains.
there was once where they had a battle where they thought I don't know, somebody should have been disqualified for something or whatever. And, Gabe Kaplan is like, let's just have a captain runoff. And so Robert Conrad was like, okay, like I'm going to kick this guy's butt. And Kaplan just killed him.
Mr.
Just even,
Katea.
yeah, totally. I mean, it was
Yeah.
embarrassing. He like
Yeah.
beat him by so much.
Well, but something to know. We should do a whole episode about Battle of the Network
Yes, we
Stars.
should.
I actually
Good.
made my kids watch it on YouTube like 5 years ago because I think it's so fun.
I do
But
too.
Robert Conrad, now he was more on TV. I think the show he was on was called Black Sheep Squadron. Is that right?
Yeah, Baba Black Sheep.
Oh, Baba Black Sheep.
Mhm.
Okay. And anyway, he's known for being in real life. I'm not making this up. Again, we know this from Rona Barrett Hollywood and also seeing him in action on he's a cocky dude and he'll argue. Yeah.
Yes.
He was on a famous commercial for Duracell, I think, where he puts it on his shoulder and he's like, I dare you to knock it off.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's
But
known
I
for
think
being
he's
cocky.
one of those guys that's part of like the
All the
way
way to the
Don
bank,
Rickles
maybe.
was
All the way
like
to the bank.
kind of a horrible guy in his comedy, Don Rickles was. But in real life, they said he was one of the kindest,
Right, right,
gentlest guys. I kind
right,
of feel like Bob Conrad could have been like that.
right, right.
Or a very self-conscious guy or whatever. I don't,
Well, he definitely capitalized on it. I mean, the battery
yeah,
commercial tells you he's like, okay, I'm going to capitalize on
yeah.
this. But
It was
but
definitely a
handsome.
show.
Mom thought he was handsome.
Yes. Let's mark on our calendar to do
Yes.
Battle of the Network
Yes.
Stars.
Oh,
And
I cannot even wait. All the Heathers.
oh
That's
my
more
goodness.
80s, but the Heathers, oh,
Yes.
good gravy. Yeah.
And when we do an 80s
Uh-huh.
Heartthrobs, one that was
Oh,
always on there is going to
fun.
be on my list
Oh,
for
you
sure.
better know. In fact, still, it doesn't even matter age. I'm not even going to give it away, but still, in my book, always a heartthrob. Um, but yeah, Battle of the Network Stars. Like I said, the standout for me is Gabe Kaplan heading up the team. And like you said, always having to go out and kind of talk to the refs about who's in charge. And again, Howard Cosell asking Farrah if she needs to get home and make Lee's dinner.
And so crazy that like his main co-stars in the first couple episodes were OJ Simpson and Bruce Jenner.
You
Two
know,
two very, very handsome guys
yeah, yeah.
that had very big changes in their
Right.
lives.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Very
spoiler alert
handsome, very
there.
talented
Right.
guys.
Very well known for their athletic prowess
Yes.
in that decade. Oh boy, they were
Yeah.
on commercials and cereal boxes.
Both on
And
Wheaties boxes for
oh
sure.
yeah, you
Yeah.
better know.
Yeah.
Jumping over luggage in the airport. Yeah. Anyway, we better save our Battle of the Network Stars
Yes.
trivia.
Yes.
That's going to be a 4 hour special, just so you
I,
guys know.
I'm sure you have lots of snacks and
Yes.
drinks
Take
when
a
you're
bathroom break when you need to. That's going to be a long one.
oh my
It
goodness.
spanned definitely a couple, I mean, 70's into 80's
It
at
went
least,
all the
right?
way through at least 84 or 85.
Yeah, the good old
I think
days,
the
y'all.
first one was in 76 or 77. So it went a
Yep.
long time. And they would have multiples per year, I think.
Oh, yeah, the good old
Like I
days,
don't
y'all.
yeah.
I can't say it enough. Or maybe it's because we only had three channels and then
Yeah.
Captain 20 on channel 20 and Fox, and not even Fox back then, it was just channel 5. It was like
5.
WTTG5. And that
Yes.
had Lucy on in the morning if you stayed home sick.
Yes. And on Sundays it had Tarzan, then
Blondie.
Blondie, and
Yeah.
what was the one after it? Tarzan, Blondie.
Once
Oh,
in a
shoot.
while, Flash Gordon's, the real old ones. But
No,
you're right.
it's not
Tarzan's with Johnny Weissmuller, Blondie,
Blondie, and
uh,
then something else came on. Was it the Three Stooges?
the Three Stooges definitely, I feel like, were Sunday
Yeah.
morning.
But
And
maybe I'm
um,
just thinking of the like classic movies.
those
A
well,
classic movie would come
yeah,
on.
those classic serial movies
Yes.
that showed
Yeah.
up. I think you would go to the movie house and watch one after the other
Yeah.
of those for
Yeah.
sure. But
That's how I learned about old movies was WTTG Channel 5 on
right?
Sundays.
And 20 and channel 20, Captain what's his name? Captain 20. He
Yeah.
would host shows and movies. Yeah, for
Yeah, for
sure.
sure.
Sure. Ah, hey. But Battle of the Network Stars we would dig into because it was, well, again, but it was cool to see the stars doing things out of their TV shows.
And what's interesting is we're talking about the best looking people. They would put one of them would always be a swimming relay and
Yeah.
a kayak
Running
relay.
and yeah, swimming and kayak together.
And
Yeah.
they would put the men in the little Speedos.
Yep.
Even men who shouldn't have been in the Speedos were in the Speedos. Telly Savalas was in a Speedo.
Mhm. Who I don't mean to talk out of school on him, but that's kind of what we're doing on this show. And that is, I'm going to misquote you, Miss Linda Carter, but she said out of all the men in Hollywood, he was the most crass to her. And I'm putting it nicely.
Oh, maybe a little chauvinistic, perhaps.
A little bit like, yeah. Mhm. But anyway, he was on Kojak at the time. That's right.
Yes, he
So,
was. He was
mhm.
on a very popular show at the time.
Yeah. Oddly not on our list, but some people may find him sexy. I don't know.
People did.
They
People did.
did.
I was always like,
Oh my gosh. The lollipop and the who loves you, baby. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, not me.
And I just want to make a side note because Liz might be watching at some point. She liked and she liked William Conrad, who played Cannon. Cannon
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
I
plus
loved the
size,
show Cannon.
he's a plus size gentleman, and she always thought he was extremely handsome. And I was like, you do, yeah.
I admire him for being able to run and things because
He
he was
did.
playing a detective
He did.
and
He
he was
did.
perfectly round. Let me
Right,
put it
right,
that way. He
right.
was a complete circle.
but a very competent,
And I
attractive
loved the
musician.
show though. Like
Yeah,
he
it was a
pulled it
great
off.
show.
He
It was a
totally
great
pulled
show.
it off.
It was a great
Yeah.
show. Oh man, the good old days, y'all. Thanks for taking a spin in the Wayback Machine. Who are your top five hunkiest guys from 1970s TV shows? We would like to know. And if anything we said brought back some memories, or you guys want to add something or correct us on something, always feel free to do so. And please subscribe. Get your friends and neighbors to subscribe because we want to keep doing this and bringing you guys some fun, especially in times that can be a little serious. And,
Yes.
and we're on information overload with a bunch of nonsense. We want to
Yes.
bring you fun nonsense from a better time.
And we're not like
Yeah,
big podcasters or
yeah.
YouTubers. We're just two everyday people, two sisters sitting and having a conversation that you're privy to.
That's right. Having some fun, sharing our trivia, and hopefully reminding you guys of simpler days and good times, right?
Yes.
Bringing
No,
up the good
no
times.
top flight lighting or or crispness of our
Yeah.
screen
Hair and
or
makeup,
yeah,
the end
no,
of the day here. So yeah, this is
just
what you
us.
get. Us in real time. Yes, that's right.
But if you're looking for that again and you're not
You
sure,
want to see more of that.
come back. Come and
Yes.
watch us.
And you're looking forward to that 4 hour synopsis of Battle of the Network Stars. We may break it down into segments. Don't
But
worry.
hey, folks,
Yeah.
before we do that, go to YouTube and watch them. You can find them.
Yeah,
They're
they're
not the best
fun.
quality because I
Right,
don't think
right.
I don't know what is it they do to the film to like make it look better again.
I'm not sure, but it's
What
just
you can call that, but
recorded different ways. Yeah, I know.
and
But
it's all outdoor, so it might have been harder to record back
and it's
then.
got Howard Cosell as the host. You just that alone is worth the price of admission. It's so
The dude
funny.
says some things that you're
He
just like,
is, yeah, gear
Howard
up. If it hasn't been taken down yet. No, I'm just kidding. He's just so rude. And so yeah.
is
Oh
so
yeah.
rude.
Yeah, but that's right. Everybody, he was the butt of a lot of jokes. Well, I mean, he's good at what he does, but there would also like Johnny Carson would have a Howard Cosell joke here and there because
Yes,
he's so abrasive, right? You
yes.
just remember
He
there was always,
deserved he deserved to have some jokes with the
yeah,
crazy.
he certainly did. So we're gonna go now to make Lee some dinner, and we'll be back. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Love you, sis, and I
Love you
appreciate the
too.
walk down memory lane.
Oh, for sure. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody. Thank you.